It's Erasure! Hey! So lucky to have you guys here for the first time at Roskilde in 20 years' time. How does it feel? Shake off all the dust. You're back on the grounds. Did you realize it had been 2 decades since you've last been here?
Well, we got told it was 20 years the last time we played here, and we couldn't believe it. So, but the woman that she proved that it was 20 years ago, because it seems to us like 10 years or so. But I suppose time just goes so quickly, you know.
Yeah. Well, I guess the time goes quickly when you keep churning out the hits. 30 years of performing together as a band, 17 albums. I mean, if you do the math, that's nearly an album every other year. When you guys get together and think about it, do you say, well, hey, mate, I think it's time we create another album now? What's the process like when you're ready to release new music?
I don't know, I think that we just get a bit bored, really. Yeah. And so we decide, you know, the record company sometimes says to us, maybe it's time that you start thinking about making a new record. But mostly it's Andy and I saying, well, you know what, nothing's going on right now. Let's get together, let's write some songs and see what happens.
Well, the amazing thing is that, you know, you're still super relevant. You're making futuristic electronic pop music, shall we say. And one thing that I wonder is, you know, when we speak to electronic music producers, is there's always an element that you've got to keep going to clubs to listen to the pulse of what the youth is listening to. Do you still go out clubbing?
No, because I don't think that we're interested particularly in making club records anymore. You know, we've got to a point now, I mean, we've made dance records, pop dance records before, but for this new record that we've just released, for instance, it's not really about dancing to it, it's more about atmospherics and about the lyrics, and it's a bit more thoughtful, perhaps, than...
Yeah, also, I'm married to a club owner, so I have to go there. You know,
so
not that I have to go there, but... so it's kind of, you know, 19 up to 30 and beyond. And I just kind of find it, I suppose it's that thing with age where I find the music really, really loud, and there's nothing that you can kind of catch on to, because all the hooks are so just one after the other, after the other, after the other, you know. And it's not the way that we write songs, so you can't, when you pick up kind of like nuances of what's going on or flavors of singers or something like that, you know. But we just do our own thing, really, you know.
Well, you keep doing your own thing, and like I said, to such an expert level that you've inspired a new generation of artists as well, from LCD Sound System and Future Islands to, I saw even Taylor Swift has mentioned your tracks before. So even if you're not out in the clubs, when we hear your music, it evokes this viscerally emotional response. Put on A Little Respect anywhere, at any time, and people are gonna dance to it. If you caught me 5 minutes before this interview, I was crying because of the way that your music affects people. When you step foot on a stage, much like here at Roskilde, and you see these younger generations of fans singing your songs kind of back to you, what emotional response does that evoke from you guys?
I mean, it is really amazing. I mean, I'm so surprised that even some of the young people know a song like Ola Moore that was done in 1986, you know, and before they were born and things like that. But I just feel like, you know, when you're a musician or a performer, you're kind of like, it's a bit like being a magician.
Right.
So you kind of, I perform the show in your head almost before you go on, or you kind of like try and direct what you think the audience is going to be like before you go on stage. And then when you go on stage, hopefully it's some of that
Hopefully the magic trick works.
It comes out, you know, so, but you can be wrong as well,
Sometimes there's a beauty in the error, but there's always beauty. You are, you have new music out now and on tour with Robbie Williams. Talk to me about what that dynamic is like, because he's someone who I would say kind of has followed in the footsteps that you've laid before.
I don't know, it's just been, we were very honoured to be asked to do this, because, you know, we're playing in front of huge audiences, and it's a long, long tour. But he's super nice, and you know, weirdly enough, as you get older, the age difference between your audience gets smaller. So maybe 10 years ago, his audience possibly couldn't relate to our music, but now they're a little older, they can. And you know, the reaction's been really good. The people on the tour have been super nice to us, you know, polite. I guess because we're older.
No.
You know, respect, you know.
A little respect, more than a little respect when you guys are out
I don't think you realise either when you're a teenager and it's your formative years and you get into music and you buy records, that the artists you're listening to are only a couple of years older than you are. You don't really realise that when you're that age, you know. But I'm glad that I have this lady, because she's kind of my mentor, really.
Well, as long as
You
we've
know?
got Debbie, as long as we've got you
Yeah.
guys as well too. Listen, 30 years in the game, I'll take another 30 from Erasure any day of the week. Good luck with the performance tonight here at Roskilde
Thank you very
Festival.
much.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a brand new song called I Love You to the Sky. I wanna be near you, baby. I wanna kiss you, baby. I wanna be near you, baby. I wanna kiss you, baby. Ooh, oh, and you blow me away to the soul. Will you be my port in the storm? And I want to climb inside your head. And I'm strong that you know that you care. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. Baby, say it's me you're holding. We got time for something. Tell me that you want me. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. You can be my summer romance. Say it's not an omen. Tell me that you want me. I wanna see you, baby. Come closer, baby. Ain't gonna hurt you, baby. Know that I miss you, baby. Ooh, oh, and you know that I'm laughing inside. You can see through my disguise, and I want you climbing inside your head. And I'm stronger to know that you care. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. You can be my summer romance. Say it's not a moment. Tell me that you want me. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. Baby, say it's me you're holding. We got time for something. Tell me that you want me. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. Baby, say it's me you're holding. We got time for something. Tell me that you want me. I love you to the sky, 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 sky. And I'll tell you lies, 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 lies. Baby, say it's me you're holding. We got time for something. Tell me that you want me. Skies, lies in my head, in my head, in my head. Tell me that you want me. Stormy weather ahead, and I don't know what to do. Stormy weather ahead, and I don't know what to do. Think about it, baby. World gone crazy, we beat it till we're black and we're blue. Think about it, baby. Fears and the writing on the wall is obscene.
Think about it, baby.
Everybody's shouting, but I don't really know what they mean. And the voices I hear are the voices inside of my head. It's a sign of the times, baby, time to try something instead. Just a little love and the world is turning. Just a little love and our hearts are burning. Just a little love and the world keeps turning. Just a little love keeps the storm at bay. Just a little love, not the hate that's calling. Just a little love and the walls stop falling down, and I believe there are angels calling. Just a little love, just a little love. I'm not sure that you love me like you loved me before.
Think about it, baby.
Everybody's crazy, but I don't really know what's the score.
Think about it, baby.
Every time I consider it, you always pull up my heart.
Think about it, baby.
Tell me it's not the end, that this is only the start. And the voices I hear are the voices inside of my head. It's a sign of the times, baby, time to try something instead. Just a little love and the world keeps turning. Just a little love and our hearts are burning. Just a little love and the wheels are turning. Just a little love keeps the light burning. Just a little love and the hate that's calling. Just a little love and the walls are falling down, and I believe there are angels calling. Just a little love, just a little love. Love, 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 just a little love. 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 You are the best audience in the whole wide world. Honestly. I try to discover a little something to make me sweeter. Oh, baby, refrain from breaking my heart. I'm so in love with you. I'll be forever blue. That you give me no reason. You know you make me work so hard. That you give me so much.